investing news, market news, and more. The greatest thing is, hear from real estate market insiders and the market's movers and shakers. Be in the know with Tom Diller. Without further ado, here is the host of our show, Mr. Tom Diller.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining in. You're listening to... Joe was doing his peacock dance or something there. He caught me off guard there. Was that your peacock dance?
It was.
It was very nice, Joe.
It's called peacocking.
Peacocking.
I was peacocking.
I liked it. Hey, you've lost like 20, 30 pounds, it looks like. You're looking good, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what
You want
it
to
is.
touch me?
I do. I actually fantasize about that sometimes. No.
Wait another couple of weeks.
You know, my thing is midget wrestlers anyway, so you
I know
fit
it.
the bill. I don't know what the weird fixation is.
You were saying Jewish midget wrestlers is on top of that.
It's a little spandex, a little arms. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. But anyways, you're listening to KQCK Live in beautiful Santan Valley. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you clicked on the button so you can watch us live tonight. We have a very special guest, Hina Katra, who's actually stuck in traffic. Should be here any minute. If she's not, you're going to be enduring our jokes most of the night. We'll be talking about Joe and his peacocking and maybe some of the other things he's been doing. But, you know, the animals out there are looking good, so you're keeping them healthy.
Is that her at the door?
Somebody's knocking at the door, so if it's her, come on in. Is there really somebody knocking at the door?
No,
That's you?
there's not. Sorry.
But anyways, she's a kind of a self-made property manager / realtor here in the Valley. Interesting story. Met her at an event a couple months ago with Judy Lowe and some other folks. I think Kevin Harden was there. Judy Lowe, the commissioner. Jim Eckley was there. Marvin Clark, all a bunch of notable people. And she was there actually learning. And if you look at her Facebook or the webpage, you'll see a picture of her. And she looks like somebody that would be starring in a Bollywood movies show or whatever they're called. Bollywood movie star, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Are we going to get her doing a little dancing on the show?
I don't know if she's going to do that.
Bollywood dancing, that's pretty cool.
You've got me for the dancing. But so that's part of her background. So a very interesting gal. Hopefully she'll be here shortly. But if she's not, you know, we'll certainly talk about the market and some other things that I've been seeing in the market. But if you want to call in to ask questions, 480-745-1033. 480-745-1033. And where did you find that picture of her? That's kind of cool.
I just found it on the web.
Yeah, no, she looks like a movie star. Looks really good. But so she'll be here shortly, and when she comes in, we'll introduce her to you.
So I hear you've been doing a lot of hiking lately.
You know, it was one of those things that I said, you know what, I need to get into shape, and I don't like jumping on a treadmill, especially going to one of those big clubs.
I like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
You know, I drive by a 24-hour Nautilus or whatever they're called, 24-hour fitness, and you see 15, 16 treadmills and people on there. I get too self-conscious. I don't know if I can go in there and there could be a good-looking girl to my left or to my right. I would probably overdo it and cause myself to have a cardiac arrest. So I'd rather hike at my own time, my own pace.
Right.
Stop when I want to stop. But when you're on a treadmill, you're almost racing against the person to the left and right of you, aren't you? I mean,
that keeps you kind of motivated, though, doesn't it?
It should.
You know,
but
it's funny.
It's kind of diminishing returns, kind of anti.
With my
motivation for me.
with my earplugs in, watching TV because the TVs are mounted right on the treadmills.
You're in your own world.
I really don't. It's like scuba diving. I mean, it's like I'm alone there.
I can't. That's, you know, I go to this gym.
I do it naked too. Did I tell you that? Maybe that's why I'm alone there.
No, I'm never going to be able to work out.
Could that be why I'm alone there?
That's probably why you're alone, and you truly are alone. But, you know, I go to this little gym. It's in Mesa. It's called 107 Fitness. People see me check in at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning because it's kind of a square box. It's nothing pretty. It's a square box. It's a bunch of weights. I have a personal trainer named Dave Ritter, and he's, you know, Ed Kuntz and a couple other realtors I know go there, and we just go. I roll out of bed. My hair's a mess, believe it or not. I'm not in a blue shirt. I'm in a ripped, torn T-shirt.
I probably wouldn't even know you if
you
I saw
probably
you.
wouldn't recognize me. I roll in there. My eyes are bloodshot. And he just kicks my butt into shape, and I work out for half an hour twice a week. And you know, 18 pounds. I've probably gained 2 inches on my arms, 3 inches on my chest. So I guess you got to find what motivates you. Get into that groove and do it. And you got to be consistent. You got to get past that 4-week hump.
I think I'm over the hump. I do. I think I'm over the hump.
You've been doing it for more than 4 weeks now?
About 8 weeks.
Usually it's about... Oh, okay, so you should be over the hump then.
Oh, it's nothing now to just... for the last 5 weeks straight, I've eaten fish every day.
Well, okay, so it's actually, somebody just posted this, and it takes 4 weeks for you to feel
seafood.
it.
Really?
4 weeks for you to see it, 8 weeks for your friends to see it.
Didn't realize that.
It does. So you're at the point now where you're actually feeling a change, and you're probably your body, your metabolism is telling you that you have to go do it. So you're at the point where you're craving your workout. that's when you know you're going to probably make it.
The amazing part is it's not just craving the workout. Now that I joined this 24-hour gym, like yesterday I went in the morning, and then at 2 in the morning I was still up. I'm like, screw it. So I went back at 2 in the morning, did about
no kidding.
a mile and a quarter on the treadmill, came
Good
right
for
back,
you.
and then went to sleep. I was tired.
Good for you.
Yeah. I mean, that makes it real nice. I was the only one there, literally. It just made it nice.
Yeah, and another thing, you've got to just switch it up quite a bit. So it's funny. This is a real estate economic show. We're talking about working out here, but
It's kind of nice while we're waiting for our guest. I mean, what the heck, right?
So switch it up. So watch people what they're doing, or look at some YouTube videos, and after every few weeks, switch it up. And that's why some of those, if you really watch some of those TV commercials where they talk about the peak or whatever, you do hit those peaks. You'll get to them pretty quickly.
I start with my trainer Friday.
Good for you.
I got a trainer.
You know
Start
what?
Friday.
That saved my life. That
I'm
made
telling
the
you.
difference between getting my goal weight and not getting my goal weight was a trainer.
When I met him yesterday, we talked, and he said, no problem getting to your goals. He says, we should have no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, I was shocked when I got on the scale.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't weighed myself in over 4 months.
Weigh yourself every morning. Some people say don't weigh yourself. Weigh yourself every single morning
so
when you get up.
where you're at.
If you have to make slight adjustments,
right.
Your body will change, but I weigh myself every morning, and my goal weight was to be at 175 or actually to be at 180 or less. And I told myself, if I want to get that six-pack stomach that I wanted, I got to be at 175.
Right.
Without really changing my diet. So for me, I knew it was going to take longer. So I still eat a large pizza once a week, believe it or not.
That's amazing.
But I
to
do
me.
typically eat fish every night, like we talked about. I eat like tilapia or salmon almost every single night.
I really like it, though. What we've been doing is fish tacos, and not with greasy taco shells. We got some fresh corn tortillas that weren't made with lard, or not, and we just put them on the pan, and then we put a little bit of low-cal skim like mozzarella between them.
Yeah.
And they're this big. They're little. They're the street taco size.
Right.
And put the cheese between them, and then put some like fresh tilapia on that, and some fresh mango papaya salsa.
That's awesome.
Oh
You'll get to the
God.
point where you will eliminate the cheese. That's my recommendation to get to the next level. Get rid of the cheese.
Yes.
Do it without the cheese. Just do it with the fish in there, and do it with some cabbage.
You know how hard it's been to get rid of the bread and the sugar? Oh my God, Tom.
That's going to
the
take you to the next
butter,
level.
the bread, and the sugar. Butter, I substitute now everything with extra virgin olive oil, and the sugar, I just avoid it.
Well, for me, it was white rice. I grew up eating white rice every single meal. I mean, being from Hawaii, it was white rice and Spam, white rice and eggs, white rice and fish every single day, every single meal.
I got a good tip for you. You like eggs, don't you?
I can do eggs every day.
I found something that I like so much. It's amazing, and I would have never eaten it. But you know how you'll get to appreciate food when you're not eating it very much?
Uh-huh.
It's called soy riso. And you like spicy Mexican food, right?
I do.
This is very spicy. It's soy chorizo. It's a vegetarian product.
Really?
And Tom, all it is it's soy and a bunch of spices made into like a tube of chorizo, but you take it out and put it in your pan. Dude, it's unbelievable. You mix it with potatoes or eggs or whatever you're going to eat.
Edamame chorizo.
Nice.
Basically.
It's real good.
But I got to tell you, though, and if you're listening and you can correct me here, correct me, but soy isn't good for males.
Because it has that natural estrogen, right? I know.
So tofu, soy,
I know
that's why you shouldn't take soy protein. Girls, it's okay. Guys, you should take whey protein, not soy. It's okay to have edamame.
Do you want to feel my breasts?
They're getting a little plump.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Thank you. That sucks. Must be the soy riso.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Well, that's why I said you're looking good. So there's something. That was the mystery right there. I was
gotcha.
just, well,
I should have known what you meant. Right.
I can't stop looking at you, Joe. I don't know what the deal is.
Getting me a little self-conscious now.
Hey, can you bring up some of the things that you're doing here at the radio station in the near future?
Yeah,
can you talk about that?
We've got some great stuff going on. We're starting our new station out in Costa Rica in April.
Talk about that. That is cool.
At the beginning of April, we're shooting for May as our start date for the new station.
Right.
But we're going down the beginning of April to get it all physically set up and everything, and then of course we're coming back, and I've got some people down there that are going to be running some certain facets of it, and then I'm going to of course be running it from here, and then have a nice vacation spot a couple times a year, right?
Right.
That I'm going to have to be forced to go out to the black sand beaches, and of course, I just hate. You know what I hate the most about like Costa Rica?
Half-naked
that there's
women.
such the red light district, and I'm going to have to deal with half-naked women running around all over the place. I have a problem with that because, I like to just keep it clean, very clean, everything I do.
Move it out of town, move it
right,
closer to your house?
Right.
Or no? Is that what you meant? That's not what you meant, is it?
I forgot what I was saying, actually.
Is your wife listening right now?
I hope not. Yeah,
right
it kind of crossed my mind there, and I changed subject.
Does she know all about all the red light
districts? Oh, yeah.
So is this like Amsterdam
absolutely.
Kind of red light districts?
It is.
I've never been there. I've heard it's beautiful.
Well, because prostitution's legal.
Oh, it is?
Oh, it is. It is, because prostitution's legal over there.
So then it's not prostitution. There's another name for it?
There's about 10,000 working girls in...
Going to the grocery store?
In the town that I'm in. There's about 10,000 working girls there, and
wait, there's figures. Oh, because you have to register. Do you have to register?
Right, they have to register, and then they have to get medical checks every month.
Nice.
And that's just part of the deal out there. Of course, it makes it nice because now they have competition. So a person like you goes out there, and
that's what he's saying.
You've got only 10,000 to choose from.
Great. So you're not implying
me. I'm more or less the guy down the middle. I don't.
You can care less, like on a lonely night.
I don't live in a gray area anymore. My areas are all there's you know what I mean.
It's over here.
Right. Yeah. But no, it should be a lot of fun. There is a lot of, obviously in the entertainment business.
So you're gonna have like a physical location near the beach?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a brick and mortar location that we're actually setting up the equipment, and we're going for it, and it's gonna happen. It's going to happen.
Cool. So same format, 24/7.
That's right.
Music, classic rock,
and of course,
what
we're catering to are the people going to Costa Rica. You want to know about Costa Rica. You want to hear some American music while you're down there instead of the Spanish rap. Information.
Right.
Everything in one place. The good place to go to get your sports fishing taken care of, your hotels, the people that have rental homes.
Right.
Whatever you want to know. That's what we plan to dish out, and it's taken a lot of work and research.
Right. So if anybody listening right now that's been to Costa Rica, you had any suggestions for Joe to. If you know anybody that's business owners, maybe they own adventure type places, kayaking places, or whatever, call in and give Joe some tips.
I was thinking about you when I was looking at the they have a thing called canopy tours.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of that?
I would love to do that.
Through the rainforest?
Absolutely.
Right above the jungle canopy?
Yeah.
They have those zip
I grew up
lines.
in Hawaii, so that would make me feel like
they have that in Hawaii,
huh? Kauai, they have stuff like that, eco tours and that kind of thing, where it's a little more dense rainforest. But of course, in Honolulu and Waikiki, it's high rises.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not dense rainforest.
Amazingly, about Costa Rica, you don't have to have a license to do real estate down there.
I don't think you have to in Rocky Point. I think they're moving towards that legislation to have it.
Wow.
There's a lot of things that can get you tripped up a little bit. There's a lot of things that foreign buyers, because we would be the foreign buyers that you need to know. Like in Rocky Point, you need to actually put your money in a bank and have an attorney handle that. I may be getting parts of this wrong, but there's a certain name for it where they hold it and you leave a percentage for them or whatever. But it's pretty complicated if you know what you're doing. I know some major title companies can do title and escrow. Some places don't do title at all down there. So you got to be careful. And based on whether you're a citizen or not, you can't purchase near the beach. I think it's 10 miles or 100 miles. There's restrictions.
I've been learning all about that. There's so many different rules and regulations. If you're bringing down, like if you're opening a business down there, then there's more benefit to you because, of course, you're putting to work some of the Ticos, which are the Costa Rican people.
The Ticos, is that what they call them?
That's what they call them.
You just make that up.
No, that's what they're called.
Really? What's your radio station going to be called?
KQCK Costa Rica.
Creative.
Yeah, why not? Costa Rica Radio Station.com.
Very, very nice. So are there setups like this down there that you know of?
No.
None at all?
Not a one.
Do people have internet down there? They do, right?
Costa Rica.
It's a big city, right?
Well, ironically, Costa Rica happens to be lucky enough to be to have the main pipeline from the U.S. from South America coming below Costa Rica.
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of expats there. A lot of Americans retired there. I know a lot of friends that have houses there.
Because of that, Costa Rica was very smart and said, hey, if this pipeline's running under our space, then we want freaking internet. So guess what they've got over there?
Take our oil, give us internet.
Guess what they're finishing up on?
We need Facebook. Take our oil, give us Facebook.
In the next 3 months, they should be done with the fiber there going underneath.
Nice.
Unlimited bandwidth, and guess what?
Nice.
And from what I read, the government of Costa Rica, the president's a woman, or the prime minister's a woman, giving everyone internet for $7 if they want it. Fiber. Nice. Everyone in Costa Rica.
$7 is like a year's salary, isn't it?
$7. Yeah, that's
no. What's like the exchange rate over there?
5.5 to 1 today, which is pretty decent.
Cool. So you'll be leaving here, average Joe, and going over there and being King Joe.
You might want to know a pack of cigarettes over there right now is 85 cents.
King Joe.
85 cents, and I don't smoke, but I'm like a pack of cigarettes, 85 cents, with a bottle of beer.
So anybody who wants to come back with cases of cigarettes,
80 cents for a bottle of beer.
He'll come back and be your mule. So you'd be Mule Joe.
Yeah, in a bar, if you want to spend a lot for a bottle of beer, you can spend 80 cents.
Nice.
Wild, huh?
I want to go there.
I mean, you would have a good time.
I
mean, I hope we're going to be doing In the Know broadcast off the beach.
We will. You know what? That will be our theme. A little margarita with... a little umbrella in there and some papaya and coconut or whatever.
At least.
Kicking back. Yeah, I that's where I should be.
I wonder how Hina's doing.
I don't know. Hopefully in a second now. But
should we call her on the phone while she's coming in?
Do you have her phone number?
Do you don't?
I do on my Facebook.
I could telepathically. I don't think she'll answer.
I don't know.
Are we connected, me and her? We're not.
I don't think...
let me hold
punch
on.
Up.
No, I don't feel it.
Punch up Urban City Realty if you want. But anyways, did I tell you my big news for me personally?
I want to know it.
I'm going to tell you right now.
No way.
Yes, big news. Equity Title. I've known about them for quite a long time. A very kind of great title company, kind of like Guaranteed Title Agency was, where I was at for almost 7 years. It's an agency. They run lean and mean, great people that have been there for a billion years. I kind of talked to them a few years ago, and the timing was kind of right. It was very difficult to leave First American, the second largest title company there is.
Right. They were good to you, though.
Oh,
I mean,
the most professional people I've ever met.
Right.
They made it very difficult for me, but I had to do it for, back at Guaranteed Title, I was a senior manager. At First American, I wasn't. And that's something you can say maybe it was ego or whatever that I had to move up. But for me, it's all about moving up, doing things that keep me out there and
right, of course,
keep my brain stimulated or whatever. I'm a workaholic, and sometimes I would go in there and not know what to do because I was very focused. Here I've got a lot more to do. So at Equity Title, they brought me on as a senior manager. I report right to the owner, the president, Lane Gidney. Great people. His senior managers have been there for a quadrillion years. And they've welcomed me with open arms, and I'm going to help them with a lot of things. Just like Guaranteed Title way back when, nobody knew who they were. I helped them with their branding. People thought they were a huge company. They thought it was my company, but it wasn't. But I was the face out there, and same thing with Equity. So they've got a lot of great sales reps. They're going to report to the senior manager who runs that, and I'm kind of right in the middle of all that and helping everybody. So,
well, congratulations,
Tom. Thank you. It was a very good gig. I was with GTA for 7 years, and I don't want to think that I was at GTA and First Dam for just a couple months. To me, it was all GTA because I went over with the portfolio, with the receivables, and then on to this new company.
So you have the same work ethic that I do as far as whenever you go somewhere new or do something else, you got to make sure you don't burn bridges.
No, you don't.
And that's so refreshing to see because so much.
You got to give the first.
People go,
you got to give the 2 weeks notice.
Off,
in this industry, I've seen escrow say, "Well, they're not going to take my 2 weeks notice anyways. I'm walking out." Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Nope, no way.
Give them the 2 weeks notice and fully expect to work the 2 weeks, which you most likely won't. But you know what? I gave way back when I worked at Beneficial Finance. It's no longer around. I was there for 8 years. They wanted 30 days notice. I gave it to them.
Well,
my new company was like, you know what, you're going to take vacation anyways. It worked out. I ended up working my vacation to give them 30 days notice, and I helped train another manager, take over my branch without missing a beat, walked right into my new job, and I was there for 8 years.
And the difference is when you need a reference or down the line, if something ever happened, God forbid, and you needed to go back there, they'd say, oh, look who it is. Thank God you're back.
Right. In fact, we're still going to have meetings at some of the First Dam branches, so they're good people, and certainly we'll continue to try to partner up with them on some things. But
definitely.
So I'll be bringing by some Equity Title people here. We have some that are great with Facebook. We want to bring on to show realtors how to market better.
So really, we've got a whole new bunch of people, don't we?
Whole new bunch of people to
Isn't
bring.
that fresh?
I'm going to
That's
bring
nice.
the vice president of marketing, the vice president of escrow, and if I can get the president to come out here, Lane, I'll bring him out here. He's a great guy, good folks, and so I think you're going to like those people. So yeah.
I'm positive. Right on.
Well, Hina's not here. Let's next week we're going to have Tracy Royce. I don't know if she's listening, but she said she watched a lot of the old shows. So Tracy Royce of Real Estate, she's a dynamic young gal that's here in the East Valley also, and she's going to talk about how she's brought her business up from nothing to where she's at today. And she's got a unique story too. And I bumped into her at an event, and she said, "Hey, you're Tom Diller. I know who you are because of all the marketing you do." And I'm like, "You know what? I know who you are because of all your marketing." True story.
Nice. That's
True
cool.
story. We recognize each other from all the marketing we do.
It's amazing how many realtors I see around now, just because I know them from your show.
Yeah.
And I'll see them just in the mall or at the store, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Wow, I never realized how many realtor people I know."
Yeah, well, that's the work ethics. They're always out there working it. They're always out there somewhere doing something. They're at a chamber meeting. They're out somewhere, and they got their name badges on or whatever, so you get to see them, and you start, like, everywhere you go, there they are.
The ones you know what? The ones you bring in are much different than the normal real estate people that I've known in the past. Mm-hmm. The ones you've brought in across the board, they're all, because they're all top of their game professionals.
Right.
I mean, these people are nice people. They know what they're talking about. They're sharp.
Right.
You can tell. You can tell when you talk. It's a different caliber.
Right. Absolutely. And I want to bring on the president of the Asian Real Estate Association of America. They just recently sent me to Napa, where I was at a couple weekends ago. At a leadership conference.
I'm glad you make sacrifices like that for your companies.
Somebody's got to do it. They got to go to Napa for 3 days at the Fairmont in Sonoma. I had a fireplace in my room, by the way.
Can't think of a better guy to go. Because you can appreciate that.
And I did. I appreciated every second of it. But they sent us there. I sat next to people from all over the country that are the top movers and shakers. In fact, I sat next to a girl from Vegas that has her own radio show. Remember, I did a little shout out.
That's right. How's she doing?
She's doing awesome. Yeah, she. Hopefully, she's watching. I told her I'm going to watch her show to see what she does. But very dynamic individual.
Is she video broadcast too?
She does.
We got to check that out. You got to let me know too. I want to watch it too.
Absolutely. I think she's like 1 to 3.
You stream or live stream?
I don't know.
We got to find out.
We do have to find out.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, and Hina, you're listening. I don't know how close you are. If you can call us 480-745-1033.
How can we get her number?
33. I got to log into my Facebook. Maybe we'll do that at break if she's
all right.
Not there yet.
Okay, gotcha.
I want to thank everybody for listening. Apologize for a guest not being here, but oh well, it happens. And good thing Joe and I can just sit here and talk about nothing.
Yes, we can.
Seinfeld show.
Yeah, right.
What's it about? It's about nothing.
It's about nothing.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, your chest is looking wonderful.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's must be your new bra.
That's you suck, Tom. That's nice, Tom. I'm out of here, Tom.
But I want to thank everybody for listening, and we've had some wonderful guests in the past, and occasionally this does happen because we are way out in Santan Valley, and it's a beautiful place to come out here, and I love driving out here, but I got to wash my car every time I leave here.
Do you really?
I do.
You just do it anyway on that day.
Well, I got a black car, which is a stupid thing to have in Arizona, but I can't stop buying black cars. I don't know why. I just love my black car, and it looks like crap the second I drive out of here, and because I'm in the business where I get out and see customers.
You know what they say about black cars?
What do they say about black cars?
They say once you go to black cars, you don't go back, don't they?
But I do. In fact, I'm looking at a new car now. It's a 2-year-old BMW, and I've got 51,000 miles on it already.
I just can't believe you're giving it away for $1,500.
Call it now. First call. No. And because I've got so many miles on it, and it's such a new car. I mean, it dropped the value down to like $22,000. It's a new BMW. 22 grand, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to get rid of it, and I think I'm going to go Lexus, unless somebody can talk me out of a Lexus.
Really? You're going to go Lexus this time?
I think I'm going to go...
The kind with the parachute that comes off the back?
No parachute, but I'm not going to go black. I'm going to go gray this time. The dark gray, kind of pewterish looking
metallic.
car. Yeah, the gunite, metallic or whatever, with the dark interior.
The ones that are handcrafted in Panama City?
In Panama City.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. Corinthian leather. Is that real?
Nice. I think it is, yeah.
Is it? But, yeah, I'm looking at an ES350. Went and test drove one the other day, so if anybody at Chandler Lexus...
I thought you were going to the 500s.
Nah, I think it's 400 something. The 400L or something. I don't know. But no, the ES350. A gal named Kelly has been calling me. Kelly, I'll call you back, I promise. But it's a great looking car. The 2013. I don't know. The earlier ones look just like a beefed up Camry or something.
Right.
Or Solera, what those cars are called.
I know what you're saying.
But this one actually has pretty much the same footprint as a 5 Series BMW, and that's the car I was really looking at. So when I was done with Beamer, I went across the street to Lexus, and I said, I'm going to take a look at this car. I've heard good things about it, and it's literally the same size as the BMW 5 Series. So it's 6 more inches in the back seat, which I'm looking for. I need a bigger car to put people back there because the average American's getting larger.
Did that require a moment of silence?
It did. It did. I was going to say you fit in, but you used to fit in with that crowd. You're getting smaller.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Except for your chest, Joe.
What I was thinking, Tom, I know a lady who has a yellow Pinto, and this thing is a classic.
Pintos are classic.
You look good in that drive.
You know, I would put the interior. I'd put like denim interior in that thing. Gorgeous.
You could even get like a little mirror ball on the ceiling in there.
Gorgeous. And one of those lava lamps in there. We had a Pinto.
That'd be sweet.
We had a yellow Pinto.
A yellow one?
A yellow Pinto.
Well, you're still here, so obviously you didn't get hit in the rear.
I liked it. I don't get tapped in the rear. So, I love that yellow Pinto. I thought it was a beautiful car. I thoroughly did. And then looking back, I just laughed like, oh my God, we had a yellow Pinto.
That's cool. Marie had a yellow Pinto.
But guess what we had after that? We had a Ford LTD station wagon with the wood. The fake wood on the side of it.
Just like
the Country Squire.
Like Chevy Chase's Vacation.
Oh gosh, that thing was just a tank on wheels. It was the funniest. We used to go all the way to Minnesota from California in that car.
Is that the one you used to race vets with along the way?
Oh my God, that car was insanely dumb.
Really? You don't like the wood along the sides?
It was a dumb car. All the plastic and all the wood in that car was just crazy. Oh, it was bad. Bad car. So anybody who has one out there, I don't think I've seen a Woody.
Should I turn the phones on?
Are they off?
Yeah.
Turn them on.
I mean, I figured since we didn't have anyone here,
no, turn them on. I've been throwing out the phone number. So if anyone wants to call in on Costa Rica, I really want to hear about Costa Rica. You know, if you've been out there, what you think.
Okay.
Joe, you're going to be going out to Yaco Beach.
Hako Beach.
Hako Yaco.
Hako.
Yep. So
should we take a quick break and come right back?
What time is it?
It's the half past.
You know what? Let's take a break. You've been listening to KQCK Live. This is Tom Diller. This is In the Know with Tom Diller. And we've just been talking about nothing. So I hope you come back to listen to more of nothing. We'll see you in about 90 seconds.
Are you ready to start taking control of your future and maximize your earning potential? Central Arizona College has smaller class sizes and personalized attention to help you compete in today's tough job market. CAC now serves Santan Valley and Queen Creek. The CAC Santan Center is located in the shops at Copper Basin on Hunt Highway, behind Barrow's Pizza. Stop in and see how taking classes at CAC costs a fraction of a state university, and your credits can transfer. So, if you want to earn real money, you need to learn real skills at Central Arizona College. Enroll in classes today by calling 480-677-7825 or visit www.centralaz.edu or call 480-677-7825 or visit www.centralaz.edu. Central Arizona College, your way. Are you having plumbing or septic problems? No worries. Call Cartwright's Queen Creek Plumbing and Septic Service. Been in the Valley since 1996. Family owned and operated. Proudly serving East Valley and surrounding areas. With a full range of services from drain cleaning, septic tank pumping, general maintenance and repairs, inspections for the sale of your home. They provide excellent and courteous service for all your plumbing and septic needs. We're not satisfied till you are satisfied. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Call today. Cartwright's Queen Creek Plumbing and Septic Service. Contact Denise at 480-987-8051. That's 480-987-8051. Hi, Marie here for wannasing.com. Are you looking for professional DJ or karaoke services for your next holiday party or get-together? wannasing.com can provide the best in sound, lighting, and a professional MC to host your next event. Whether it be a company party, birthday party, wedding, or any occasion, wannasing.com is ready to provide the fun and make it a night to remember for years to come. Call 480 480-664-8801. That's 480-664-8801. Mention this radio ad and receive a special discount for your next fun event. Wannasing.com.
Welcome back to KQCK Live in beautiful Santan Valley. You're here with Tom Diller and Joe Carrero.
You know what? Do me a favor. Would you please quit looking at my chest now? You're getting me really self-conscious.
The hair on the back of my neck standing up, Joe.
I think it is. I see that.
I don't know. You're
Wow.
kind of a good-looking man.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
We got your dad here, Joe Sr.
Hello, how are you?
We're doing good. Trying to change the subject there. I'm surprised you haven't jumped in with my fixation with midget wrestlers and their little spandex and their little arms and stuff. And you just
Yeah, I never told you about the
toss
time
around.
about the time that my wife swears I dated a midget.
Did you really?
Well-
you probably did, didn't you? Did you?
You know what? I met this woman on. I used to call 1411 in my truck. You know, on driving around. I used to have the hello pages. Remember that? It was a free information thing on cell phones. I used to get this same woman all the time for months. And one day we get to talking, and I figured, you know what? I felt like I kind of knew her, so I set it up. And she said, she's explaining herself. I'll make it quick. She's like, I'm beautiful, and I'm an hourglass shape, and
Yeah.
I weigh 108 pounds, and I mean, just absolutely, you're gonna know
Give me
me.
your credit card number.
Long hair down to my, down to my butt, and
Yeah.
she's all, so we're gonna meet. So we set it up at Denim and Diamonds. Remember that place? It was a big club, a big like.
I've been here for 7 years. So.
Okay, so it was prior to that. Anyway, she goes, "You'll recognize me because I'm kind of short." I'm like, okay. So I'm in this place and I'm looking around and I feel this. I walk by this group.
Tug on the back of your pants, Mister.
I walk by this group and I feel something on my back, and I turn around
Like
and
on your back, like somebody jumped on your back.
No, like this, like a tap.
monkey. Okay.
So and I see these four girls kind of talking and kind of looking at me a little bit, and I see this one and she's short and she's beautiful, and I'm like, here she is. I've always been lucky like that, right? Cool,
Right,
so I walk up to her and she's like, I'm like, hey, you must be, and she's like, no, thanks.
No,
and then
thanks, I'm not buying.
And then I feel it again as I'm talking to her.
But you're looking like this.
But
and then now you look down like
I turn
this.
around and there's no one there.
Yeah.
And I look down, and there she was. I'm no joke. Like 37 inches tall. I was like,
Wait,
what?
that's like 3 feet 1 inch.
She was in the Great Muppet Caper. No joke. Because she told me she was a movie star and did a lot of extra work and stuff.
No kidding.
Yeah, she was in I forget his name, the famous dude that did the Muppet movie. She was in several of his movies.
Wait, so we got to skip
as a Muppet.
You got to skip forward. Did you go out with her?
You know what? At the time I was in there, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be a jerk.
So you did go out with her.
Well, I mean, I left immediately. We left, and we went to the
Okay.
and she convinced me. My beeper started to go off, and I started
Did
feeling.
you
a little,
carry her on
I
your
was feeling
shoulders
a
or
little.
anything?
I was feeling a little sick.
Did you
but-
carry her in a back in like a baby Bjorn or anything?
So my beeper went off, and I'm feeling a little sick.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was a coincidence that my beeper went off, but I said, hey, I've got an emergency, I've got to go. But she didn't let that fly. We ended up at the Improv, and I'm standing there in line. You know what? This could be a show. It was pretty bad. So we ended
you
up.
walk in, she's
so
holding
after
your
I ran
pinky.
into 15 people,
You walk in, she's holding your pinky down.
after I ran into 15 people that I knew there, we left, and she ironically started having car problems. So I had to take her home to her apartment in Tempe. I'll tell you the rest later. It gets ugly.
You go through the doggy door.
It gets ugly. It gets ugly.
You're in the house. She's got special cabinets that are down to here. And you pick up her little teacups, little
And
tiny
she said,
teacups.
let me slip into something more comfortable.
And
And she got me a drink, and I tried to leave, and she had 3 deadbolts, and they were locked, and they were keyed inside. I couldn't get out. I literally could not leave her house. It was one of the scariest times I can remember.
She walks out in a little nightie.
You know what? Let's just stop it right there.
I want to.
Our listenership's doing pretty well right now,
I'm
though.
going to YouTube this.
I'm telling you, you know what? Don't even ask
I'm sure
Marie.
she made a video.
Well, you know the worst part is? Well, never mind. But one of the rough parts
Was the
she
penicillin for 8 days afterwards?
She showed up to my house, right? And because I don't know, I wasn't getting her messages or something, and for some reason we weren't communicating on the phone anymore. So I was having this event at my house, this party, and she showed up.
Nice. And you were married or not married at the time?
Oh, no. I was single. And my parents were, I don't know if you remember her.
I certainly don't.
I'm sure my mother would. But I had all kinds of people over, and she had this potato gun she brought me as a gift. This chick was off the boat, dude. She was rough. So she comes to the door, and first of all, I'm like, what are you doing here? And we went back and forth at that. So I let her in. She came in. And she came in, and it was intense. So so next thing I know, I find a watch on the bathroom sink in the guest bathroom. Of course, she left an item. So now I had to get back together with her. I had to get back together with her to bring that.
Oh my gosh!
It just kept going on and on to the point that it was like a stalking situation. You've never been stalked by a Jewish midget from New York that was in the Great Muppet Caper. You've never been stalked. They know how to do it.
That's a beautiful story.
They know how to do it.
Do you keep in touch with her?
We haven't talked in a few days.
A few days, and that's been a while. But is she locked up now, or is she out there in the
public? I don't know. But when
did she graduate from high school yet, or
the hair under her arms was a very rough touch. That was a rough touch. She had more hair under her arms than I did at the time. It was like
I'm not sure she was a midget, Joe. I think she was underage.
The hairy legs didn't look bad, but the hairy armpits were like rough. And I don't know if you've seen the whole package to where.
Package.
What I mean by the whole package.
So she was a transvestite midget.
I don't remember if that were the case, unless it was.
So you're blocking that out of your mind. We can hypnotize.
So when I woke up in this room,
her package.
When I woke up in this room,
her package.
We're not talking about any packages.
We're not talking about her package anymore.
But when I woke up in the room on the couch it was some kind of rope tied onto me like a G-string with a face cloth. I'm like, how do I get my hands untied?
She came out with a little cowboy hat, and
it was weird, is all I can tell you. But,
you live like an amazing crazy
I got
life.
through it, and what these things do is they make you stronger. And my kids to this day won't
after
watch
the penicillin
them.
kicks in, you get stronger.
There's a cream for almost everything.
After that penicillin works, you do get a little stronger. You work your way up to
like I said, there's a cream for almost everything. And if it doesn't make you stronger, it'll either kill you or hopefully it'll go away.
But then you get your card that says you're disease free, and then you're good to go. And that's probably when you got married. When you got that card, you're like, God, thank God I got this card. I'm getting married now.
Right after that experience is when I started looking to get married. It was like, I think I'm done dating.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
And we don't watch the Muppets anymore.
It would be like a nightmare.
The worst part is I don't know what happened or if I drank too much one night. I told Marita's story. No matter what, at inopportune times, this comes.
In the hot tub.
It comes up. This story just comes up at the craziest times.
She gets mad at you. I can see that. And she goes, "Go see your midget."
It can be like with
the package.
We're meeting some new people together, and they come over for the first time. Hey, it's really nice to see you. Hey, did Joe ever tell you about the short Jewish midget with hairy armpits that he met? And I can guarantee you he hooked up with a few times at least. Did you ever tell him that story? The one from the Muppets, remember? Nope, don't remember that.
Don't remember that. No, but that's a good story. That's and I'm fairly certain.
Blind dates are scary.
Blind dates can be
scary. They could go either way.
So, internet dating, have you ever done that?
Never done that.
You know what? We should make like one of those catfish things or whatever and make you Josephine.
What's up? Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish.
I have known people that have done that. Plenty of Fish. I've heard a lot of rough
see what
stories.
Kind of what you can catch. That's a good thing. What can you catch with your fake profile?
Quite a bit.
Can you imagine people doing that? People just falling in love with these fake people.
Probably could happen.
It could happen. Let's make an experiment.
We should do that. We should do a radio show around that just to see how it goes.
We have our fake guest right here. So I don't know if she's real.
She's got 18 minutes left. She's going to drive 3 hours to get here and have 6 minutes.
And then we have to run out for our big appointment for Costa Rica tonight.
Yes,
we have that Costa Rica business engagement here in Arizona to talk about Costa Rica, Yaco Beach.
Then we're going to go see Jordy for a little bit, right?
Jordy. Anybody out there love Jordy? Her mom is Melanie Safka, who sang Brand New Key. Jordy is playing tonight at the Chandler Marriott. I think 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, but we've had her here on the studio, and we just love her to death. She's just, if she's listening, she knows I mean this with love. She's kind of like the hippie Scottsdale, beautiful, works out, plays guitar, opens her mouth. I just fall in love with her every time. Well,
Very
any
talented.
girl that opens her mouth, I fall in love with. But she is just the beautiful thing. I just love the way she sings. And her mom, if you Google Melanie Brand New Key, you'll see 100 different YouTubes.
Melanie Safka.
Melanie Safka. Yeah, love that entire family. Her brothers and sisters are all very, very talented, and it's just a talent that I will never have. I can't dance, I can't sing, can't do any of that. So it's like I see her and I'm just like, how does she do that? She opens her mouth. It's just beautiful, beautiful. I tell you, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I know you sing. I come
do.
here sometimes. You sing Tiny Bubbles and some other things,
Stuff like that.
Yeah. And
pretty much whatever you want to hear.
Dust in the Wind.
That's one of my favorites.
And your wife, she's just incredible singer, very, very talented. She looks good too, so she does look good. But not as good as you, Joe.
Oh, What are you looking at, Tom?
You're gonna have to start getting that tape to keep your.
Tom.
Or turn the heat up in here a little bit, Joe. You're driving me nuts. So there you go. So you gonna sing along?
I am. No, I'm not.
You're not.
You can, though.
We should have music in the background.
Just in the background, just for effect.
I like it. Nobody's calling in because we don't.
We're talking about nothing.
Guest.
Great.
Because we're just a couple of guys talking about nothing here and talking about your prostitutes and Yakko.
Fantastic.
And your midgets and my fixation with midget wrestlers and their tiny little spandex and their tiny little arms. You can pick them up and spin them around.
We're changing the name of the show to Issues. Issues in Humanity.
Issues with Tom and Joe.
Yeah. And not Tom and Jerry. Tom and
Jerry.
Joe.
Yeah, and how whacked out their minds are. And
did I ever tell you I won a karaoke contest with this song?
Did you really?
I did.
This song here?
This exact song.
I love this song.
This song, Come Sail Away. Lady by Styx. Babe by Styx.
Love Babe.
Couple others.
Very, very cool. Well, Kansas, there's actually a realtor gal that I know. I've been trying to get her on here. Libby Kennedy, if you're listening. Her dad was one of the original drummers.
Bulk, what?
Yes, and he lives in Scottsdale. Absolutely. See,
if I sang Dust in the New Wind, Dust in the New Wind, he would be a fan.
Yeah, and Hina, if you're listening, you're might as well turn around, turn that Pinot around and head back. Yeah, so we'll have to rebook Hina. She's got. Again, if you're looking at Joe's Facebook, I mean, she's got a wonderful story, and I was really hoping that she can talk about kind of the investor market, property management. If you bought a home out there and you want to have somebody management, she's going to talk about what to look for in a good property manager. She's going to talk a little bit about seller financing. Yeah, And I wish somebody would have called in about Costa Rica. If you've been there on vacation.
About that, yeah.
If you live there, maybe you're listening from Costa Rica. That'd be kind of cool. We're actually meeting somebody tonight that grew up in Costa Rica but lives here now and is actually
I think my buddy from Costa Rica is listening right now.
Well, awesome. So if you're listening, call in.
Esteban.
Do they dial out the same way we do, or is it?
It's like 48 digits, but it's close.
In Costa Rican numbers.
It is.
Is that? Do they have 1, 2, 3, 4, or is that how are the numbers over there?
You know what? I just hit a thing and it automatically dials out. I have it saved, but
does your cell phone work there? You can do all that, right?
Getting rid of T-Mobile, I've decided. T-Mobile is on my S list.
I'm picturing banana trees, monkeys, and little weird iguanas running around. And
you can picture that.
Dirt roads.
Yeah, no.
And now I'm picturing that with and
here's
hookers.
The cool part. The cool part is this. Costa Rica is about equivalent to the U.S. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Tell me if I sound like I fit in there. Mentality-wise, the way people think back there is equivalent to the 1950s.
50s. How do they?
The nice part is,
who was that a Harvard
study? We're still coming up to the 70s, dude.
Was that a Harvard study? Oh, you can take your skates down there, not your blades, your skates. Because I know you still have those skates with the four wheels on there.
Of course.
Your little dolphin shorts, your half shirt.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And go in your mesh half shirt. Go out there and
you
rock
better
the
believe
roll,
I
baby.
will too, bitch. Mesh half shirt. Yeah, that's right. I'll be right on the beach with my mesh half shirt from Acapulco with the little holes in it.
Are there like decency laws or anything? Because I'm sure you're going to break a few.
That's a terrible thing to say, Tom. I'm going to wear my Lycra suit most of the time.
Now, FAA, is there like the Costa Rican FAA or they don't care? Or do they care?
They really don't. The rules are so relaxed and different around there that...
So what's the vibe? Is it like a Jamaican vibe or...
Drive a car drinking.
You can. You can drink and drive over there?
Yeah. Nah.
But if you crash into something, you're in
trouble. Why would you want to risk international prosecution?
No DUIs.
Yeah.
No DUIs.
it's one of those things. It's the mentality of whether it's a law or not. You got to do what's right or wrong, and to drink and drive is wrong. It's just not right. So,
I agree with that.
It's pretty dumb.
But the radio, you can do whatever you want. We can get on there and we'll talk about stuff.
Yes. The good part is when I go down there, I'm going to do lots of video interviews.
Very
so
cool.
when I come back,
Yeah.
I can put a lot of stuff together and put a lot of content together.
Right.
That's what I'm going to be doing
Right.
for 2 weeks. I'm going to be traveling around place to place and doing as many in-depth personal one-on-one interviews as I can for you, Tom.
Right.
For you, Tom.
For me. I fit in. People don't know what I am.
I'll be
is
going
this
like-
guy Costa Rican? Is he Bolivian?
I'll be
Is he-
going like, "Hey, baby, what's up?"
Is he Guamanian? Is he?
I understand you're in the. I understand you're in the adult business. We need to talk because we're doing some interviews here, and then I get some personal one-on-one interviews with some of the actual working girls out there, just so you can see a perspective on how they are. Like
When you say working girls, you mean like the girls that work in the hotels, the maids,
right?
and
House cleaning,
Yeah.
window washers, plant waterers, stuff, mowers.
How did you get all these appointments? You sent them my photo as your publicity photo,
Well,
didn't you?
don't you know what?
Didn't
And I'm
you?
just going to
Didn't
say
you?
that
They're
I
going
got,
to show
I
up and
got
they're
a
going to say,
little
"Where's
bit,
Senor Joe?"
and I'll be like, I got a little better look, and that's why I'm here.
You're not Senor Joe. We want Senor Joe.
Yeah, where did he go?
Where did he go?
You must be Tom. You filling in for
That's
Tom?
right. You look like the in the know Tom. In the know with Tom Diller. We love him. We don't know who you are.
Man, is that
Senor
awful,
Joe.
huh?
It's totally awful.
I
They're gonna
shouldn't
be-
have done that.
They're going to be saying mesh shirt. That's the 70s. We're in the 50s, baby.
Right.
What's the vibe of the 50s? Like
It's just
fedora.
this is the mentality. I'm not saying this is how they look at like technology and things like that. It was way 50, 60, 70 years back, which is kind of cool because
Yeah.
I really could
we got to
possibly
slow things down sometimes. And just
possibly
hang out, relax.
be the
you
king.
know?
I like the 50s.
I could become the king.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the 50s. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 50s.
Beautiful.
Joe was already 50 in the 50s, wasn't he?
He was 50, yeah, in the
I
50s.
was in the 30s.
50 in the 30s.
Wow.
40s,
But
50s.
I look forward to going down there, and hopefully we can make some trips and make this thing work. So if you're listening from Costa Rica, if you've been down to Costa Rica, shoot Joe an email or give us a call one of these nights, and we'll love to hear your stories about it. And we just look forward to making it happen over there. And if you're traveling over there, this will be a good source to listen for some news in Costa Rica.
I've got a good song for Costa Rica right now. I think it'll add a little bit of energy to the show. And it's got the Mexico thing as well.
Mexico thing.
Kind of the Latin feel to the song. So
When I
it'll
think
work
Latin,
in Costa Rica.
No, when I think Latin, I think Shakira. Love her to death. In my next life, I'm going to come back as Shakira. You're dude.
You don't think of that right here?
Yes.
Come on.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, this is Madonna.
Yeah.
No,
This is
Scott-
great, though.
No, Shakira. Or who's that other girl that sings about the drum, the dum dum the drum song?
Never
You know what
heard
I'm
of
talking
that.
about? Oh, come on.
Gloria Estefan?
No. Has anybody heard? She's a beautiful Latin girl. Sings a song about the drums or the drum or something like that. She's just fantastic. I can't think of who. It's not Shakira. It's somebody that kind of looks like a Shakira. Actually, prettier than Shakira.
Prettier
Nice.
than Shakira.
Shakira is beautiful. I mean, she speaks like 4 different languages. She's beautiful inside and outside, or whatever. Her hair. It's almost like I always want to rub your hair.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I'm right out of the hot tub. You like that look?
Are you right out of the hot tub right now?
Yeah.
After you take a bath?
Absolutely.
Oh, way out here. It's the hot
You don't
tub.
have to
It's a
use-
big.
Well, when you go in the hot tub,
Trough
it saves a
that
lot
you
of time.
use.
You don't have to use soap.
Yeah. Now we're getting some calls at the very end. Hopefully it's Hina. Maybe we'll get her on air for a second here, or it's somebody calling about Costa Rica.
Is it Selena?
Selena.
Is that who you're talking about?
It's not Selena, but I love Selena also. It's a new. It's now, so it wasn't back in the past, but it's a blonde girl. I think she's.
She wore a meat dress.
No. A meat
You're talking
dress.
about Goo Goo,
No.
Lady Goo Goo.
Yeah, Lady Gaga. So this is a gal that kind of looks like Selena. I think the song
Jennifer
is,
Lopez.
It's called either Drums or the Drum or something, and it's driving me nuts. And I think she is from Puerto Rico or something. So please call in. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Alicia Keys.
Not Alicia. I love her too. Girl on fire. But no, this is a different. A
You're talking
Latina
about
girl.
Drumbone?
Drumbone? No. I know you're hungry, but no, not. Has nothing to do with Native New Yorker Tuesday wing night or whatever, Joe. I don't know, but Again, let's apologize for our guest, Hina, from Urban City Realty for not making it out here. We'll have her back at another time.
I don't think I'll bet people don't apologize for her a lot.
No.
You know what I mean?
And it's not her fault.
No.
I think that she had an appointment that ran a little late.
You just never know. I mean, if something's going to happen.
You know,
hopefully she didn't get in an
that's
accident.
the risk that we run when we bring on people that are very busy and out there that are needed in our industry. They're very busy. It's hard for them to get over here. And when they come out here, you hear me thank them multiple times for coming out here because it is an honor for them to come on our show because they are busy people.
That's right. And, you know, the nice
very
part
successful, busy people.
What makes us professionals, though, is when, God forbid, something happens like this, we can talk about nothing without even stuttering.
Yeah, you know, I can talk about the market. You know, things are getting better. You know, we had a gal, Tina Tambura from the Cromford Report on here last week. Nothing's really changed since last week, so I can reiterate exactly what she said. Things are moving up at a very nice pace. You'll see some very large gains in certain areas, as much as 20% or so. Then that will start to taper off a little bit. It always tapers off anyways in the summer months when it's very, very hot. So we're going to see a little bit of a cyclical market based on traditional Arizona heat, cool kind of thing. So the hotter it gets, some of the less transactions. But we're in a great market right now. This is a good place to buy, good place to be a realtor, good place to be a lender. Rates are still extremely low. There's been some changes with FHA, and we had some folks in here talking about FHA, and we'll do that again in the near future. And next week we have Kevin Harden from Arboleda Law coming back in, along with Tracy Royce.
I like him.
Isn't
Kevin.
he a cool guy?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
And again, Tracy Royce, who I mentioned earlier, that's just a dynamic young lady who really knows the marketing side of what she's doing.
Again, top people in their field as always.
Top people in their field. And I saw her at the Open at the 16th hole. You only see cool people in the 16th hole.
Were you playing again this year?
I wasn't. I was watching. So
I heard you were going to be possibly doing a little wrestling. Is that true?
I after about 5 of those margaritas, I was doing some wrestling.
Yes, you were.
I was, but
in
it's
the baby
funny,
pool.
In the 16th hole up on the Skybox area. And thank you, David Creed and the Creed team at Nova.
Great people,
for
quality people.
Bringing me there. Everything's free. And what I didn't know was the gals that pour the drinks, they don't get paid. At least that's what they told us. All tips. These gals, I got to tell you, beautiful people. Even the guys are all beautiful people, and they worked for tips, and they were pouring doubles and triples. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Allegedly, they may have been pouring doubles or triples. But, yeah, they were going after the tips, and one Bloody Mary, and I was tipping everything I had in my pocket.
No kidding. They know what they're doing.
ATM machines set up everywhere. They're there to take your money, but you have fun in the 16th
There's
hole.
a lot of booze at the golf game.
Oh, my God, it's a lot of fun. Oh, I saw people getting taken
Surprising.
away.
Really? That's what I was going to ask you. Do people get crazy?
It's a party at the 16th hole. The rest of it is people just walking around
That's
drinking.
because it's almost at the end. Is that why? The 16th hole, it's like you know kind of who's going to win, or do you?
You never know until the very last, but yeah, you kind of do. It's fun. The people carrying the clubs, the whatchamadoobies.
Yeah, right. The caddies.
Caddies race to the green.
Do they?
They run.
They run.
People bet. We're betting dollar.
No way.
Bet closest to the hole. Which caddy steps on the green first?
Wow.
And they know because they'll start walking and sometimes they'll push each other.
So they know everyone's
running.
betting on this.
They'll run to the end. Sometimes they'll dive to the end to touch the green.
These are the kind of things that, if I knew about these things, I'd like. See, that's why you like that kind of an event. I'm thinking, you go and stand behind these things and watch.
No. It's not about sitting there watching.
I had no idea.
2/3 of the entertainment is happening right there in the booth
now I
with
need to
all
go
the other
next
fun
year.
people, and you just have a blast. You walk around, you see the vendors, and you just have a really good time. But the whole thing is I don't want to say zoo, but it's a spectacle. It is a spectacle of golf.
Now I feel bad. I had passes to go and I didn't go.
Oh my gosh! You watch golf on TV, and you're like, this is lame. I'm not going to watch it for the next 3 or 4 hours. You go to the golf event, it is tremendous amount of fun.
Parking scares me.
Very scary. We parked at Desert Ridge, and we took a driver in. We had a driver drop us off.
Oh, that's smart.
So they have great parking, and they have a bus system that's wonderful. So they open the people who do that. Kudos to you guys because they do a great job of shuttling people in and out. So very good, guys. So if you're lucky enough to go to the 16th hole, don't give up the tickets. Don't be sick that day. Go, no matter how you feel or how cold it might be. This year it was perfect. It was the record-breaking day.
Yeah, you got some good weather this year.
Record-breaking day when we were out there. I mean, we were in shorts, and we just had a blast. Angela, our good friend Angela, was out
All right.
there.
I saw that. I always look at her Facebook.
Yeah, she was there with us. And again,
Don't take that wrong,
Lisa,
Angela.
you are a Facebook stalker.
Don't take that wrong, Angela.
I'm going to tell her to take
If
down.
I come up on your
I'm going to tell her to take down all her pictures with spandex on.
If you look and see the pictures I've clicked on over 100 times, it was an accident, Angela.
It's an accident. there is technology to see who gets on your Facebook site. You can
I know there
actually
is.
tell.
I always wonder if those are just like viruses, though, because that's one of the things you really want to see, because people love that kind of stuff. It's like, and then everyone gets, on your email list, a
Right.
bogus email.
Yeah.
Like Joe was talking about you and said you're a jerk. And he doesn't like you anymore. And everyone gets that, if you click on that virus thing. Stuff like that.
I don't know if I've seen that before. Luckily enough, I haven't really had any viruses or whatever. I've seen this thing on Facebook, get the red page or something. I think that's spam or a virus. Have you seen that?
Which one?
The red book or the red Facebook, or change your Facebook to the red look. Have you seen that? That's a new one that's out there.
No, I haven't.
It's a brand spanking new one. I saw it just the other day, and it's up on there. And Tim George, who's here, clicked on it and forwarded it to me. I'm like, dude, I'm not clicking on that.
No way.
I'm not clicking on it. It's got some weird bit.ly link on there that
Don't
can take
think
you.
so. Yeah, no way.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, what
So,
up?
Did you have to buy a new outfit for Costa Rica?
Not yet.
Dude, you wear shorts and a t-shirt every day. You're not have to buy a new outfit. You fit right in.
I've got to buy. You know what? I had to buy new underwear last week. You know that, though. We shopped together. And I appreciate the help, by the way, because I
Yeah.
have never picked those.
Yeah, tell Maria.
Once you've gone crotchless, you don't go back.
Tell Maria to use bleach in those skid marks or whatever. I know it just keeps building up, and you can't wash them. When
It gets to the point where it's like mud, and it's just not worth washing. You are sick, Tom. I'm telling you.
No, you're the instigator.
It's time,
dude.
It's time to go.
Is it time to go? I don't know. We have 3 more minutes here, and we're going to use the whole 3 minutes.
Oh, good,
up, and-
good.
Yeah, no.
No, but yeah, I'm going to pick up a couple light outfits to go. That's it.
A couple of Tommy Bahamas.
Yeah, right.
You can buy Tommy Bahama knockoffs at Macy's when they're on sale for like $18, $19. They're called Classic Cubans or something like that. I've got a few of them that actually look great. It's called Classic something. But
Maybe you
good
can
looking
help me
shirt.
dress myself for the trip. Would you do that?
I'd love to dress you.
I would like that,
The
Tom.
slimmer you, I'd love to dress you.
That, you know what? That would be great, Tom.
We're going to have what's her name over here to shave your back for a sec before I dress you.
I'm usually armed, so you'll have to pat me down first. Okay, Tom?
Not touching that package. But, yeah, shave your back, you'll fit in.
Well, because I'm going there, I'm getting a full Brazilian. My father bought me a package down at the local salon for a full Brazilian.
Nice.
Thanks, Dad. Thank you, Dad.
That's
You're welcome.
That's
Very
kind of
nice.
sexy.
No.
And the guy that's doing it, he's amazing.
Nice.
And he's a personal
He's a nice guy. He's gonna give me a glass of wine when we do it, he said.
Probably with a little bit of
What?
something in
Tom,
there.
you know
Yeah.
what?
You're gonna wake up with a smile on your face, a little drool, and you're gonna say, "What's that?"
And just a big pile of hair next to me.
yeah, that's nice. And video on YouTube. Well, it's been a show about nothing today. We kind of jammered about Costa Rica. We talked a little bit about our guest next week. We talked a little bit about nothing. We talked about our guest that got caught up in traffic, and hopefully she doesn't walk in 10 seconds.
No cavities.
She's no. Oh, and Joe went to the
Just
dentist.
showing you, Tom.
No cavities. But then again, how do you get cavities with dentures?
It can happen. I mean, they just kind of rot and kind of. They don't hurt though. Is the good part.
Yeah. Has
But-
anybody seen Joe pull his teeth out?
and-
He won't do it on air.
and here's the funniest part.
After the show, he pulls them out, sets them down on the table,
And they move themselves. They chatter. It's
they
weird.
chatter. It's kind of cool.
You know what? It's funny because you've never even seen the thing that you wind up on the side of them.
Nice.
You're slow, Tom.
Nice. I've seen that.
Well, hey,
Anyways, it's just about our time's out. And again, thank you for listening for those of you that are out there. And we have wonderful guests next week that have, and Kevin's been here before, so he will not be late. Tracy, if you're listening, do not be late,
And the
please.
guy that called in and said it was Selena. Thank you for calling in. At least we know the phones work.
Yeah, the phone's working. You've been listening to In the Know with Tom Diller. This is KQCK Live. We love you all out there, and thank you if you were listening. We apologize for not having a guest, but we will next week. It does happen. So
We know that people actually call in though for your show now because as we talk about nothing, no one calls in.
There you go.
So it's like we know
average
now.
35 or 40 call. So I feel,
We know now people are actually calling in with an interest.
There you
That's
go.
a good. This was a controlled study. Now we can tell them.
So now we know we need to have a guest. Is that what you're saying?
That is what we were checking to see, because we were
Nice.
thinking about not having any more, but now we know we're going to do it from now on.
So if anybody knows a midget wrestler that is maybe a part-time realtor or a lender, I would like to have that person on.
And if they've ever done Jello or mud, it doesn't even matter.
Bring them on, or if they've ever been a Costa Rican,
Or answered the phone
midget
for
wrestler.
411.
yeah, or
Right.
if they can do back waxing, we'll do that on the show with Joe before we prep. In fact, we'll have a prep to Costa Rica show where you get back waxed.
Hey,
and
you
we'll
know
try
what?
on some shirts.
What about if we did a pay-per-view and we both had Brazilians done on camera? Do you think a lot of people would pay $2.49 for the pay-per-view?
$249 for me? Yes. $2.49 for you? Maybe.
We're going now,
It's
Tom.
$1.99. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week, 5 o'clock next Tuesday. Good night,
Tom's a
everybody.
mean guy.
I'm mean. I'm a meanie. Good night.
Thanks for joining us today on In the Know with Tom Diller. We will always continue to strive to bring you the best in guests and to keep you informed on every facet of Arizona's volatile real estate market. Remember to tune in each and every week at 5 p.m. Arizona time exclusively on KQCK radio station. When it comes to real estate and more, be in the know.